It's the R&B Show, the podcast dedicated to prep sports in the USA Today Network, Wisconsin area, and beyond. Featuring Ricardo Arguello.
Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen, eating up all the food.
And Brett Christopherson.
This guy threw at his own kid in a father-son game.
Produced by Jim Rosendick.
The once great chef, now a study in muffishness.
And Trent Tetzloff.
Oh, you can count. Good for you.
And you can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot.
And now, the best dang prep sports duo in Wisconsin. Here's Ricardo and Brett.
Yeah. Thank you, Rosie, again, for that fine introduction for the R&B Show, episode number 24 of our second season. Only podcast dedicated to high school sports in the Fox Valley. I'm your co-host, Ricardo Arguello. Alongside with me is Brett Christopherson. Don't forget about Jim Rosendick. That's the sultry voice you heard to start the show. But hey, for the second week in a row, no Trent Tetzloff, and we are heartbroken, Brett. A little bit because of me, because I had to actually, excuse me, an appointment, little thing to do earlier today, which kind of delayed our R&B show. But yeah, Brett, I think it's time that we got some new bumpers. Should we get some new bumpers in there?
I think we should.
At least for me, anyway. But Brett likes his.
I like mine.
But I might need to get a new
That suits my
bumper.
I
think Rosie,
you would throw out your kid in a father-son game.
Rosie, you can get a new bumper because
I think so.
you have so much knowledge when it comes to the movies, and maybe we'll see if Trent wants to too.
Alrighty.
I actually preferred the Sopranos thing for Trent, but all right, he likes that.
If Trent ever joins us,
yeah, if he's ever going to join our show again, I don't know what he's doing, but yeah, we'll go through some of the I guess topics that we're going to be talking about. I will recap Team State Wrestling, which we had a champion, Brett, Freedom. WI Girls State Preview, Brett, because I'm feeling very good about myself.
I saw that.
I successfully predicted the area teams going there from the post-Crescent coverage area. Give a quick look at the boys, which is heating up, and I know you guys have a couple of live streams coming up in that regard.
Yeah, big one on tomorrow night.
And then we'll quickly preview our varsity roundtable tonight featuring Fox Cities girls hockey players Maddie Jablonski and Tori Nelson. Also unveil the topic for this week's fantasy draft. And you know what it is? We just decided it before the show started. NFL uniforms.
Best ever.
Best ever. So that means we can go back in time and pick from whatever was, maybe prevalent in the 30s or 40s. And because some of those are really hideous, by the way.
We're not going to. I can tell you one thing. I'm not going to pick any of those.
Okay. Not go over the throwbacks in that way.
The Bumblebee look from the Steelers.
Oh, God, that's horrible. That's terrible. Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking. You're right. The
how you been? I haven't seen you in about a week.
Yeah, what? Really?
It's been about a week.
Let me tell you, this past weekend with the Team State Wrestling, and then I covered state hockey as well. That reminds me, we also got to mention Fox City Stars because that's who's coming on. They're the state champion.
Whole team coming on tonight?
Yeah, well, they're gonna. Yeah, I hope so, and they're gonna bring the trophy and everything too, Rosie. So you got to get the table set up for them as well.
Ooh, all right. Okay.
But yeah, it was a long week. It was Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, basically, and I kind of took off because then I have another long week coming up here. With the state girls basketball. So
did you watch our live stream on
I
Saturday?
did. Well, wait, which one? The Thursday one, I think.
Thursday one. Where were we, Rosie? We did. That was Kimberly and Spash.
Yeah, I saw a little bit.
Appleton East. Yeah,
I saw a little bit of the Thursday one. I didn't get to see the Saturday one. Why? Were you talking trash?
No. We just had especially the Saturday one was a very high level basketball game.
Okay. I'm going
over
to check
at DC Evers High School.
Okay.
We had a little glitch to start.
Okay.
We did.
But Rosie, the technical wizard, figured it out, and the good people at DC are fantastic people, by the way.
Oh,
at
yes.
DC Evers High School. We're trying like heck to make sure that they could get it to work. But
okay.
It was weird. We had great connection, but once we hit go live, it wasn't like, what did it say? Can't connect to the server or something?
Yeah, it couldn't connect to the server, which was odd, and we were befuddled. They were befuddled, but we found a way around.
We got her going, and we missed like the first 5 minutes of the game.
Okay.
But we got her going. But that was a high level of basketball. Wausau West being seated number 7 was about as big of a joke as I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, so that was a 62-60 final.
Yes.
Whoa. I'm gonna go back and watch that one.
Wausau West was very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Kimberly, very good as well, and I'm sure feels fortunate to get out of there especially with Wausau West basically being right there.
Yeah, how they didn't win their conference. I have no idea.
Wausau West was just a Cinderella team.
I thought Wausau West, if I had to compare them and Spash, I thought they were the better team.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But
most definitely.
But a lot of Division I talent on Saturday. No doubt those two girls from West, and then, of course, Maddie Schreiber. And
Rosie.
Kimberly's going to be a tough out.
Was Brett getting frustrated during those 5 minutes that we were down?
Not at all.
What?
No way.
Because usually you get a little frustrated.
No, you're the one who gets frustrated.
How do I get frustrated?
You're like throwing swear words. And
No
I'm like,
way.
Ricardo, we might be live. Just be quiet.
No way.
Yes.
Not swear words. They're
Rosie, we've been through this so many times. It doesn't faze me anymore.
Yeah, it's just we're just both
dead.
cool as cucumbers.
Just
we're
dead behind the eyes.
This isn't going to work, so we're going to try this. If this doesn't work, then we're going to try this, and if this doesn't work, then I guess we just
there were no swear
game.
words. And they're not swear words for all of you listening out there. They're colorful metaphors.
Yes, they are. You're good at those. But I thought though there was one point I was about ready to say this ain't going to happen.
Yeah,
it's just not. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. I mean, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, it is.
It's you got to look at life in a bigger picture with a all encompassing lens, Ricardo.
Yeah, we have a comment already. Corey Allard is saying, "Hey, go Dogs." Not sure what that means, but
by the way, I'm not feeling well.
Oh yes,
I'm battling a
little
cold.
under the weather.
I haven't had a cold. I haven't even been under the weather in a long time. So I'm not enjoying this, and I'm a little crabby about it.
Is it the bird flu? The SARS? Is it the SARS?
Yeah. Maybe I should get a surgical mask or something.
Yes, maybe we should get a surgical mask, Rosie.
Actually, it's better, but it's just a little.
Okay, don't cough on me.
Nuisance. No, I'm good.
It's not going to be like that movie Outbreak or anything.
Cold
right?
No, well,
got to catch the little monkey at the end.
That's a whole other story as far as the vaccination debate that we're not going to get into right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Are zombies in our future, Brett? That's what I want to know.
Well, I felt like a zombie last night for a little while, but I'll be okay.
Well, let's go to the state team wrestling topic here. You know what, Brett? You know how good it is to go back to the old barn.
I haven't been there in years.
Love going to the UW Fieldhouse versus where they have the volleyball, women's volleyball. It's just a venue with a lot of history, and it still looks cool. Even in the second level, the crowd's like right on top of the court. Very kind of cool.
Could you see the outside because like the roof is not all sealed?
Yeah, right. So a little bit of sunlight comes in. And I will say this, that to watch Freedom win that state championship was very satisfying. They're good kids, great coaching staff. The whole town of Freedom was out there.
It's the winter of freedom now.
It is the winter of freedom. They are doing so well. The boys at the sectional level. The girls are at state.
For hoops, yep.
Right? The boys won, or obviously were the champs here in D2 wrestling. And then, Peters won the 160 title.
Been a big winter for the folks up in Freedom.
Yeah, so congratulations to Freedom. And let me tell you what I don't like about the field house. This has nothing to do with the field house. It's the fans are right on top of you where you're sitting in the media row. Did you ever sit in the media area up there?
I've never had to sit up there. No, I've been up on that level, but I've never covered anything there.
They're right behind you. I don't know how many times one of those goofy little rugrats would go by and they'd knee me right in the back. You know what I mean? Now look, I don't think I'm a man of significant carriage, but I don't think I'm a real large man. I was just sitting there normal, and these little snot-nosed kids.
You lost some weight over the years.
A little bit, but I'm not like 500 pounds. I'm not like at Walmart with a little cart, with a beep, 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 beep. These kids are kneeing me in the back as they're going by me, Brett.
So somebody like me who does not like to be touched.
Yes, you would have been very. I think by the time the third one hit you in the back, you'd be ready to start throwing some punches.
I wouldn't throw punches, but I probably would have had that claustrophobic feeling where, I might have jumped from the balcony and to get out of there and escape the situation. Perhaps would that have led to my death?
Yeah, I don't know if it would have led to your death, but it would have led to a pretty interesting video that would have gone viral. Brett, we have a couple of things going on. Hey, Wendy, thanks for joining us. Julie Harchis as well. Thomas Salm. Just some comments here as they're watching this live. Wendy says, "Hey, she never received my app notification for when the show started, so I thought y'all were skipping this week's R&B show." No, Wendy, no, it was me. I had but my boy had to go for an appointment. And, got late coming back. So I had to go drop him off at school because he was disappointed that he couldn't skip the rest of the day. But, that's why we started a little late. And Julie's like, who are you live streaming tomorrow night, Brett?
But then Thomas Salm answered. Calling out Green Bay Southwest boys sectional semifinal.
So we'll talk about that a little bit later. Yeah, we will. And thank you all again for watching us. We really appreciate everyone who's listening. But a better way to listen is R&B Show, the podcast. So download it on iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher.
By the way, Wendy, you're not getting any Clubhouse Live information today.
No.
Okay.
But I think that some good news is coming, right?
Well, maybe. I might not be back, but you're going to.
You guys
are going to get a good co-host.
Look, Lou Holtz. Stop it, Lou Holtz. Hey, Mike Murray says, go Makers. Yes. Go Makers, Kimberly girls at the state tournament. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And the boys
was
team.
He talking about the boys?
I was going to say the boys team is at the sectional level. Or maybe is he talking about the hockey team? because the Fox City Stars is made up with Kimberly players too.
That's I was talking about that with Danny Damiani, our photographer. I think the Fox City Stars encompasses like 55 schools. Is that what it is?
55? No, I think it's 16.
60. Okay.
16.
I did see there was a
Joe
player,
Montana, buddy, not Singletary.
well, that's still a lot of schools, and
Okay.
I saw one of their players was from Two Rivers. Wow.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I saw that on the roster today.
Oh my goodness, that is a lot of.
That is and we'll bring that up on the roundtable tonight. That is a source of contention for some of those schools, like Spash, for instance.
like Hudson.
One school.
Yes.
Wausau West, I think, is a one school,
Right.
unless they're co-oping now. But
No, Wausau
I
West is
have
one
heard
school.
that argument being made about like Appleton United boys, for instance. Well, you got 3 large high schools.
Well,
to choose
Waukesha too is also a co-op. Waukesha has all the Waukesha schools in it.
from. And what is Nina, Hortonville, Menasha?
Yeah, and like I did see the stars. Like they add all the enrollments together. So if you look in the program, as Fox City Stars, their enrollments like 16,000, and then
So-
Hudson comes in with like 1,700 kids. So they're
Well-
and actually one of the chants was they're a co-op.
Yeah.
It was very, very funny.
But the Stars now, that also encompasses the old Appleton United girls program, right? That's part
Yeah.
of the Fox City Stars.
Yes,
now.
it is.
I did not know that there was not a United girls program.
Which is
anymore.
shocking because
It
I think
is.
the Appleton United made it to state not
Yes,
too
it
long
won-
ago.
yeah.
Won a title, I think.
It was
Actually,
maybe a few years ago.
man, that's just shocking to see. But who knows what will happen next year? Those things are very volatile, Brett.
Yeah.
In
But
terms of
bring that
there's
up,
more teams.
'cause-
I will. We
'cause
bring it
that
up
is
tonight.
That's kind of like the private school versus public school argument in basketball we hear about. Now you're hearing about, well, man, look at their 16,000 enrollment to field a hockey team.
Yeah. Well, the girls won. They're the champs, Brett.
They are.
That's all you got to say.
We're going to see a
All right.
trophy here tonight.
Exactly. We can't wait to have them on. One thing I wanted to say about Freedom Wrestling, to get back to team wrestling, Brett, there's this kid that came out, and I highlighted him in the story, Seth Brownson. This kid, let me tell you, and I love Seth. He's a good kid. He's a big, bumbling, like just big dude, like big brawny guy. Couldn't believe they had to, keep on him to come out for the sport. I love his hair. He looks about 40, but he's a good kid. But he's a great kid. Let me tell you why. Because his teammates asked him to come out. He didn't have to come out, like their coach was saying, Coach Lancaster. He didn't have to come out, but he did. He put in all that work, all that sweat, and to come up with some significant match wins for them in that state team title. Big win for him. His pen against Ellsworth secured the point win for them by criteria and got them that title. And let me tell you, that was a very exciting moment for him, very exciting moment for the whole town of Freedom. And I'm glad that I highlighted that a little bit because, you talk about Freedom Wrestling, you hear about Peters and all these other kids are kind of the more high-profile guys. But it's guys like him that really kind of make up the core of the team. Not everyone's a superstar, and he came up big when they needed it the most. So congratulations to Seth. Congratulations to Freedom Wrestling. Also, Kaukauna. Kaukauna won their first match against Holman, but then ran against that powerhouse Stoughton team that eventually won the title. So congratulations to them as well.
Stoughton kind of now taking the mantle, right?
I think you're right. Two-time defending state champs now, so they're tough. They had this one freshman kid, Nikolai Rivera. Nikolai Rivera. I can't pronounce his first name. This kid's #1 ranked in the nation as a freshman.
Wow.
As a freshman at 106. Kid was incredible. He was just toying with people out there.
Well, that just reminds me, I have 2 more teams in to invite to our May 8th Wisconsin High School Sports Awards show. We're inviting all team state champs, at least through the fall and winter seasons. We won't know
Okay.
the spring state champs. So I got Freedom Wrestling now I got to invite, and the Fox City Stars, and there could be a basketball team or 2 as well.
I'm expecting there to be a basketball team or 2 and all that. By the way, they want to come see Michael Phelps. So
yeah.
it's going to be fun.
Well, again, May 8th, it's at the Performing Arts Center, Fox City's Performing Arts Center right across the street here, downtown Appleton. Yeah, Michael Phelps, the Olympic legend, is our guest speaker. Looking forward to that. You can buy your tickets now at sportsawards.wisconsinmedia.com, and you and I are co-hosting
Yes.
it. And Rosie, you don't have the camera on me, do you?
No, it's on both of you.
I need to blow my nose. Hold on.
Okay. This is great. Let's talk
Hey,
girls.
I can't help it.
You want me to turn it on Ricardo?
Yeah,
Here
put
we
it on
go.
me.
All right,
There you go.
we
Put it on
Turn my
me.
sound down, too, would you?
Put it on beautiful me. Girls
There you
State. They'll still hear this, Brett. Girls State preview. Let me tell you, we have 3 area teams from the Post Crescent area. Kimberly,
I'm back.
Horton in Division 1, Hortonville in Division 2, Freedom in Division 3, all going to the Rush Center to compete for that state title. Let's kind of see what we got here because, Brett, I think the two, in my opinion, Kimberly and Hortonville have obviously just on paper have the easiest route to a state title. Hortonville has the tough draw. They got Beaver Dam to start. Ouch, Brett. Ouch. Let's start with Hortonville because that's a tough draw.
Ooh, Beaver Dam, the 1 seed. Aren't they nationally ranked?
Yes,
now,
they're in the
too?
top 10 actually ranked.
How many years have they won 2 straight titles?
Yes.
Yeah. Been a great run for Hortonville. Until the king is slayed, right? You got to go with the Beaver Dam. So it's a tough matchup, but as I've said before, what a great way to end your season on regardless of the sport at the state level.
I'm doing a story on Freedom, by the way.
That's gonna be a tough one too.
Yeah,
though.
that is a
Laconia,
tough one. They're
I can't
playing
believe they were
Laconia.
2.
But I think when they went to the CD meeting, I think Marshall, the defending champ, really had an incredible schedule. While Laconia, yes, they're 26-0, but and I want to say they didn't play anybody, but their schedule, if you look at the schedule strength, not quite up to par with Marshall. And then Freedom's right there.
That's a good.
They've lost to
Northeastern Conference
Wrightstown
schedule.
and they Luxembourg Casco, and then Appleton East, which was a sectional semifinalist, I believe. That's a Division I school, so all 4 I think could make a case. I think the 4th school.
GET.
Gale Electric Trimble, they only had 2 losses, or 2 or 3 losses. So that's a great Division III field. I picked them I think I picked Freedom to win the state championship, though. So I think I'm gonna keep it with that.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. Boys or girls can't. The Northeastern Conference is a rugged league, and but Laconia, there's something over there in Rosendale because boys and girls have had really good basketball in recent seasons. So
you know what else they have over there? Lot of speeding tickets.
Speed trap. Yeah.
Rosendale.
You can get a T-shirt at one of the gas stations.
Yeah, that's very nice. Hey, thank you for taking $175 from me. I got this stupid T-shirt.
You know what the key is when you go through Rosendale? I think it's 30. Hit the cruise.
Yeah,
just go. That's what I do. I slow down and I hit the cruise and I go 30 the entire way.
Let me tell you what Rosendale does. It's a little shady, and I'm calling you out, Rosendale. I know because I only have 3 speeding tickets in my life, and 2 of them came in Rosendale. Let me both going to state tournaments, Brett. This is what happens. When you leave Rosendale on the way to Madison, when you're leaving the outskirts of Rosendale, there's a sign that says 35, right? And then farther down the line, you see another sign, speed limit sign, and you naturally assume that it's 55. No, it's 35.
Yeah.
Then the next one is 55. See, that's how they get their money. I know this because one more time when I went into court to contest it, their lawyer right away, was like, look, we're basically, before I even said anything, was saying, we're not trying to make money off this. These are our expenditures and these are our things or whatever. And then, like, basically knowing that people always complain about that, hey, your signs aren't right or whatever. I remember thinking, look, let me just work my fine down and let me get out of here because I knew I wasn't going to win on that one. But yeah, I don't like Rosendale. But their basketball teams are good.
They are good. I think that's going to be a heck of a battle. I'm looking forward to catching that. What time is that going to be? That's going to be 3:15 approximately tomorrow.
Right. Yeah,
so
the other D3 semifinals before that one as well. So good stuff. Kimberly, I forgot who they go against. It's not Milwaukee King. I think it's
Kimberly is Bayport.
Bayport, of course.
That's
oh my goodness, how could I forget? That's the late game too. 8:15. Yeah. I'll be there. Scott Vency covering Green Bay will also be there. I like Kimberly's chances. I really do.
Friday,
and now that Milwaukee King is out, I can see Kimberly winning it all.
Oh, heck yeah. After what we saw, we've seen Kimberly a few times this season, but those back-to-back games that we streamed last week, Spash on Thursday and then Wausau West on Saturday, highly impressed. That's a juggernaut. I mean, they've got weapons up and down.
How was my girl Shay Decant? Decant.
Oh, it was good. She had some foul trouble against Wausau West. I believe she had 3 first-half fouls, so had to sit down, but she still was tough. Schreiber was tough. I think, what was it against Spash? They hit 8 first-half threes.
Yeah.
I think against Wausau West they had 6 first-half threes.
Yep.
So they're shooting lights out. Taylor Hippis, a senior that's stepped up and had some big games for them as well, scoring-wise. And they're all just shooting well, and then you got the physical play. Marissa Murray's tough. We met her dad on Saturday. It's very complimentary of our coverage. And then, of course, Maddie Schreiber. I mean, I hate to leave people out, but it's one right after another. Bryn Sikora, she's been popping threes. And when you have a team that's shooting that hot and playing that well offensively, and this is a little different for me. Usually Troy Cullen's teams are a little bit more slower, methodical.
Defensive-based,
and they still are defensive-based. But now they've got some kids, some athletes that can get up and down. They're not afraid to push the tempo, and they're not afraid to let it fly. So you combine a high-powered offense with that tough, physical defense that they play and playing in the Fox Valley Association on top of that. Would not surprise me in the least to see Kimberly win the whole ball of wax this year.
I agree.
Let me tell you,
impressive team.
I like to pat myself on the back, right, Brett? I love.
I never noticed that. No,
I love me some me. Let me tell you. First off, thanks to Mike Murray. I see that you're watching as well. Best of luck to your daughter and the team. I will say this: that a couple months ago, I said Shay Decant will win the FBA player of the year because she is so good at so many different things. And I was Copernicus there, Brett, or Nostradamus. That's what it is. Nostradamus.
Christopherson.
That's you. That's you. But I was Nostradamus this time and predicting that. Well deserved. That is a heck of a league with a lot of great players, a lot of the great Division I players, and she ended up winning it.
I said to Rosie again, just the talent. Leah Ernest from Spash ended up with 30 points in that game, 24 coming in the second half, and she's coming back. I mean, you not only look at the Fox Valley, but our other USA Today Network Wisconsin teams, and that girls' side, they are loaded with really good players.
Yeah.
Callie Genke from Freedom. I mean, man, the girls' side's going to be kind of where it's at, I think, with some major showcase games.
That's good, though. We're good with that because last year was a lot of it. Well, other than Appleton North, it was mainly kind of like the boys' show.
Well, Halliburton and McKay. By the way, they're playing each other tonight on ESPNU, 6
Wow.
o'clock. Iowa State at West Virginia. So you want to check that out.
Awesome. Good stuff. Good.
But yeah,
shout
it's
out there.
been fun to see the switch over to the girls and some of these very marquee matchups. And they're really, really good.
Yeah. Best of luck to all our area teams
talent.
heading down there. We have a lot of Gannett teams there as well. Wausau Newman, I know, is there too. We talked about Laconia and Bayport heading over there. So can't wait to get all the results. Again, postcrescent.com to follow to find all your latest on the area teams. And follow me on Twitter at PC Ricardo. Don't forget about Brett at PC Brett.
How are we looking at it on the boys' side here in the sectionals?
I was going to say, Brett, can you give us a little bit of an update on the boys' side with the boys' sectionals? I know we talked about Kimberly. We know Freedom is still alive out there.
Freedom with a 65-64 comeback win over Xavier at Torchy Clark.
And people called me out because I picked Xavier to make it to state.
I was wondering if you were going to get called out for that. It was interesting because after we streamed the game Saturday at Schofield, I came back. My oldest son texted and wanted to know if I wanted to catch either that game or the Wrightstown Peshtigo game. And I have more interest in the D3 because my youngest played for Little Chute, unfortunate end to their season. But still nice, good, solid season. I warned you about Peshtigo, my friend. They pushed Wrightstown to the absolute limit and could have won that game.
But they didn't.
I knew you were going to say that, but that was never my point. My point was you have to take them seriously. And Wrightstown, and if you ask Corey Hayes, I'm sure was breathing a big. If you saw Peshtigo, you would have been. Your mind would be no. You don't.
I'm not a believer in the Bulldogs.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Not a believer in the. How are the how is Peshtigo's nickname not the Fire or something like that?
I don't know, but they've got one of their kids is going to run track at Marquette, and he's going to be heard from in the
Peshtigo people who are listening right now. You send me a message. You tell me why I should believe in Peshtigo. Right? I don't believe in Peshtigo.
Well, they're out now, but they took Wrightstown into overtime and locked up Little Chute. Two excellent defensive displays. They play a very physical game, and they've got some very skilled, quick, athletic guards.
All I'm saying is that NEC is at the end.
And they are, and you're absolutely right.
You're absolutely right. You're the one who said it.
We agreed about that, but my point was don't sleep on Peshtigo because they are good. And
baby, I'm sleeping, I'm snoozing. Give me a pillow.
And when they came back twice, they had to battle back from 9-point deficits against Wrightstown to force overtime.
Yeah,
at Wrightstown, I'm like, whoa. Watch this.
Tigers, they were just playing around.
I don't think they were just
They were making it good for the people who paid the good money.
There were two good games, but very interesting games. How about Mason Hazer becoming a Wrightstown's
Love
all-time
Mason. Mason's a friend of the show. Good
career
guy.
Scoring leader. Going to UWSP, by the way.
Yeah, he is. So good score for your guys over there.
But that was a game. Wrightstown Freedom now, a sectional semifinal on Thursday at O'Connell Falls that we considered streaming. Unfortunately, while O'Connell Falls has a nice gym.
For wrestling, it does.
I don't know if they're really equipped for us to come and do a live stream. I think maybe we would have had to been in the bleachers. Plus, another reason why we chose Kaukauna and Green Bay Southwest, they're both ranked in the top 10 in Division II. Excellent teams on both sides. A chance for us to live stream one of Green Bay's core schools because obviously they're one of our group markets. And Pulaski High School, I've been working with Janelle Batten, a former friend of us, right? Yes. Appleton East softball coach, and they've been fantastic to work with. So I know they have a press box overlooking the gym. We've only streamed Kaukauna once. And I thought, we got
no. It's fine. I thought you made the right decision. Basically, look, Freedom and Wrightstown. Basically, on any other night, you'd probably be the game.
Yeah, and
it's just the way it goes. And the venue that you're at too.
Well, and there were rumors that they were trying to move that to Ashwaubenon.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know why they didn't.
I don't know either.
I'm not sure why you want everybody traipsing up to O'Connell Falls when you got two Fox Cities teams playing each other, and unless Ashwaubenon just wasn't available. If Ashwaubenon had been available, we would have probably thought very seriously about doing that game because I know they have one of those press boxes that overlooks the court as well. But I'm happy. I can't wait to see Kaukauna and Green Bay Southwest. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the Ghosts are going to win that game.
Okay.
But then they likely have to face Nicolet in the sectional championship game. So, and then as far as Kimberly Nina. That's going to be a good battle, too. Nina's pushed Kimberly twice. I think they've only lost by 3
Klesmet.
in both times. We've seen Nina a couple times, Rosie,
Yeah.
and Klesmet can light it up. And Morrow, an excellent defender underneath and very athletic. I'm going with the paper makers
There you
in that
go.
one, and I think it's going to be Kimberly and Appleton West in the sectional
Yeah, I was
finals.
just going to say Appleton West is also still alive. So
D3, I'm thinking Wrightstown's going to be Freedom this time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I picked actually Wrightstown to make it to state. So
I like Freedom's team. I don't know if there's an injury to one of their players or what's going on, but I don't know if he's been playing as much. Zach Mashlin, a very good point guard.
He's a good guy. Good kid.
Yeah, he's a good kid and just a heck tough. I saw him come back from a really bad ankle sprain against Little Chute, and in that overtime win for the Irish, and he battled through it. So hopefully he's all right. We'd like to see both teams at full strength, but Wrightstown, just they got a real nice thing going right now with a lot of players that keep coming through for Corey Hayes. I think that's going to be a great game, but I'm going to give Wrightstown the edge, and I think they're going to play Denmark in what should be a whale of a sectional championship at Appleton North. Denmark,
Another NEC school,
Yeah.
Brett?
I know.
Okay.
I was never arguing.
But think about that 3 in the sectionals.
It shows you the ruggedness of the league, and not only that, but Clintonville pushed Freedom very tough, and Little Chute gave Peshigo. They were only down like 2 or 4 late in the game, and then free throws kind of got them at the end and that sort of thing. So very good quality up and down.
Thank you.
That league. I never argued that. Rosie, didn't
Yeah.
I just say watch out for Peshigo?
Yeah.
They're the real deal, and
Yeah.
they proved to be so.
I just said they were always going to run into a upper
Well, eventually
NEC
they
team
would
and
have
lose.
run into
Yes.
it. I mean, they would have taken on Freedom and then Denmark. I mean, that's a murderer's row going all your top
Okay, I hear you.
NEC teams. I'm just saying, very very impressed and a lot of respect for Peshigo. They are very athletic and good.
Well, we'll give the boys basketball team more love next week when they make it to when the state
Am I
championships.
going to
are going
Madison?
on. I hope you are.
Am I going to Madison?
Well, I know I'm booked there. So is Mike Sherry.
I'm not booked yet.
Okay. Well, you can be.
I'll find something.
Yeah.
I usually like to wait till
Okay.
Wednesday night.
Sure. But yeah, also
My kid's got a track meet on Thursday.
Oh, stop it.
It's indoor at UW Oshkosh.
Oh, come on. It's indoor stuff.
Come
It
on,
don't
I want to
count.
watch. Lord knows we're not going to see anything outside.
No,
for the-
it's true.
No.
no
So
melting
you'll have
going
plenty
on.
of inside stuff to watch. Hey, our varsity roundtable tonight features Fox City Stars girls players Maddie Jablonski, Tori Nelson. Thank you so much for those two to being on the big show, and Coach Jeff Fox. They're going to bring the trophy. It's going to be all Fox Cities, baby. It's going to be championship edition of the varsity roundtable. We're really excited to have them on, Brett, and they played very well. I covered their first game. It was impressive. You knew they kind of were the favorite team going in, and they kind of just whipped up everybody. So congratulations to them. Though that game went, I think, into double overtime or or something like that. So congratulations. Jablonski scored that winning goal in the extra period. So
saw the video of it.
Yeah, can't wait to talk to him.
How was the Alliance? Still kind of a dump?
Look, you know what? The Alliance was pretty nice today. It was pretty nice. You know what was nice was at the field house they have a brand new scoreboard, like what do you call that? Yeah, the scoreboard that hangs in the middle. Used to be kind of like the older one. This thing's state of the art. It looks nice. They actually were able to take off the side screen, so you don't have to look over at the wrestling tournament. They have everything up at the top, and it's very nice.
Where do you enter in the field house to cover?
Is it Gate C?
Gate C.
Is that
was that by the football? The
yeah.
Camp Randall?
Yeah. It's right off of oh boy, what's the street there?
Regent.
Breeze.
Yeah. Right, yep.
Yeah. So that's where I come in.
Breeze Terrace.
Yeah. What? Let me tell you something. I always underestimate the parking situation.
Yes, I know you do.
State. Well, when I went there for oh boy, I can't believe it. When I went there for Kakana on Friday, I'm thinking, I'll be able to park on the street. No, it was backed up, and this was like at the end of the day, 5:30 p.m. It was I drove for almost a mile and a half trying to find a park. I'm like, forget it. I'm just gonna pay the $20 to park in someone's lot. It was just embarrassing. I hate doing that, but I had to. The Saturday wasn't as bad. I was able to find something close, but man, oh man. That's really
Ricardo.
Yeah, well, then I'm like, I really don't want to walk a whole lot because I'll slip and fall, and that'll be a travesty. We can't have me out.
Well, you wouldn't think by almost mid-March it would still be freezing cold and ice.
Right.
Usually you get to the boys' state tournament next week and it's a lot warmer, but it doesn't seem to be. In fact, I'm hearing more snow this weekend.
Well, I heard it's gonna be warmer though.
Awesome.
Snow and rain mix. This is wonderful.
Hey, our fantasy draft, guys. Are we ready for this?
Let's do it.
It's NFL uniforms, and you know what? Again, I want to ask Trent if he wants to judge on this. If
By the
not,
way,
we'll have everybody else do it.
I think I was winning in these cereal wars. Thank
Okay.
you. I
All
think
right.
I had the best 4
Yeah.
cereals.
Well, a lot of folks thought you did.
Yeah. Thanks.
So who should we have pick first?
No matter.
I think
about
I'll
Rosie?
pick. How about I pick
I'll go-
first? Thank
okay.
you.
When's Rosie picked first last?
Yeah, I don't know, but he must have picked first before me at one time. How about
One
we'll
time.
have Brett pick second and Rosie pick third?
There we go. And now we said that we can't pick the Bears or the Packers.
No Bears and Packers. That's too
You're-
biased.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
Okay.
have first pick.
Okay. Best NFL uniform all time.
All time.
All time, yes.
So,
time.
that means
All time.
Rosie's going to pull one out like Quisp as the series.
Exactly.
He always grabs
Like
these
Quisp.
weird ones.
People are like, what is this guy doing? What's he eating over there?
The Chicago Decatur Staley
No.
or whatever. No.
Yeah.
My favorite uniforms of all time are the baby blue powder San Diego Chargers.
So is that what you're
uniforms.
putting? That's number one?
So Chargers. What should I put, Brett? Chargers what?
Just
69 or something?
Just
Chargers.
put baby blue.
Baby
Yeah,
blue.
powder blue or whatever.
So that's my favorite uniform. Brett, your number one pick.
I know you're going to love this, and they don't exist. Well, they sort of do, but they don't, and it's going to be the Earl Campbell Houston Oilers.
Darn it!
Oh.
That was hoping that wasn't going to be taken.
Tell me that ain't a nice looking
No,
uniform. Huh?
that is great. Houston
Classic.
Oilers, beautiful.
Awesome.
Oh,
Those are great.
okay, Rosie, you got 2 picks, man. First round.
Ooh. Well, first one, I'm going to go with the old school classic Browns.
Yes, I knew you were going to do that.
Is that the one that? Yeah. Okay, I know what you're
With
talking about.
the orange helmet, the stripe,
Yes.
the white face mask, and then the simple.
brown jersey?
Yep.
Are you going with the orange pants or
Yeah. When they had
stripe
the
with Brian Sipe?
the
ears?
Brian Sipe era.
Okay.
Not the crap that they wear today.
Oh boy, the
No,
Browns
I
were
hate
the
that.
Browns were really good in the 80s.
they were.
Yeah.
On YouTube, they have some old video of them against the Broncos. Like, man, that's a good team.
They should have been in
Yeah.
the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
At
exactly.
least one of those. But
Yep.
John Elway said no.
And
That's
Kevin
right.
Mack can't hold on to a football.
Ernest Biner, right?
Oh,
Didn't he?
that's right. Ernest
Yeah.
Biner. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah.
Rosie, you
try.
got the first pick in the second round.
I don't know why I love this uniform, but I just do. The original Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay.
The creamsicles.
The creamsicles.
Not my
Love
favorite.
'em.
I would like that better than the garbage they wear now. That is
Oh,
hideous.
yeah. What they have now is.
Who puts those
terrible.
uniforms together and thinks like when the Jaguars had the multicolored helmets? Pick
Oh
a
my
helmet
God.
color.
Yeah, that was the worst.
Look like an NFL team. Don't look like
Brett,
an
I
XFL
absolutely
team.
agree with you. Those are a travesty. They should go back to the old ones.
All right, my turn.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I think you're gonna like this. I'm going fearsome foursome Rams with the white striped helmets.
Yes. And they should have worn that uniform in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Those are gorgeous uniforms, the blue and white
At least
helmets.
they went to the Jack Youngblood
Yeah.
Yeah.
era, which was still
Yeah.
pretty nice. But my problem with the uniforms is their helmets are navy blue, but their jerseys were royal blue. Shouldn't it be more of a match?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's why I said it looked a little off.
Yeah,
You know?
but you go with the fearsome foursome Los Angeles Rams with the white stripe
Okay.
because that Ram helmet is a classic.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What was that? Merlin Olsen, Deacon Jones.
Yep.
Lamar Hunt and Rosie Greer. Right?
Rosie
Yeah.
Greer.
Yeah.
Not Lamar Hunt.
No, Lamar Hunt's a KC
Rosie
owner.
Greer. Loved to do needlepoint.
Lamar Lundy. Lamar Lundy, I think it was.
Rosie Greer, I think, was also where Robert F. Kennedy was
Yes.
shot. Wasn't he, Brett?
I believe he was.
My first pick first pick in the second round, and maybe I'm just going with the blue thing here. I love the old Detroit Lions
Yep, I
with
agree.
just the silver helmets and the blue jerseys.
Yep.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
gorgeous. Detroit Lions throwback. Do
would
I call
agree.
it like that? Yeah, Detroit Lions throwbacks.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know why Detroit got away with. That was a good classic look.
I like it too.
Barry Sanders era.
Yeah. Notice that all of ours are all like throwbacks. No, we haven't picked
Yeah.
any kind of current things lately. So
There's a
interesting.
lot of good uniforms. out
Okay, well, I'm gonna go with kind of a current one for this one though, my friends. And I'm not saying I'm a fan of the team, but the Oakland Raiders,
there. Okay.
Yep.
silver and black,
Classic.
That is my third
Simple.
round pick. Yeah, simple, hasn't changed. That's my pick in the third round. Brett, you have a third round
I'm
pick,
going
my
with
friend.
you and not my favorite team, but boy, they're sharp. The Dallas Cowboys.
Okay,
Yep. Very sharp.
That's just a good
That
looking
is-
uniform.
I agree with you completely.
That's why they've
Rosie,
never changed it.
your first pick in the third round.
I'm going to go back to old school. I'm going with the old Orange Crush Broncos.
Yes,
Look at this guy.
That's a good one.
Okay.
I think I was going to take that one maybe.
Orange Crush
John
Broncos.
Elway.
And you have the fourth round pick, Rosie.
Oh, man. Let's see. I'm going to go with... What to do. I'm going to go with... I'm actually going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Good one.
Oh, that is a very good one.
I have two that I want
Nice
to pick, but
picks.
I'm kind of struggling, but I think I know what I'm going to do, and I'm going to go with the it's the current Jets uniform, the Joe Namath era.
Yeah.
Oh, those are great.
Yep.
I love those.
Yeah, I'm glad that the Jets went back to that because that god awful uniform that they
sack
had.
exchange.
No,
was
your
terrible.
your Kansas City, your Kansas City Chiefs have. I think that's the Redskins one that had the spear.
Yeah.
Right, that's an old school. Okay,
Yeah.
that's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Chiefs
now
always had the arrowhead.
Yeah, now I have now I got to go here. Oh boy, the 4th round pick. Boy, oh boy, Brett, you took my Jets one.
You're gonna take
You
that one?
lousy bum.
Well,
Yeah.
Rosie took my.
It's a
Orange Cross.
classic. It's a classic. You know, I'm going to go with one that also hasn't changed. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Good one.
Mm-hmm.
The logo on one side of the helmet. You gotta love that.
Love it. So those are our picks. Hey, let me run them down real quick. I had the first pick. These were mine. The Chargers 69 baby blue uniforms, the throwbacks. The Detroit Lions throwbacks that they wear on Thanksgiving once in a while with the blue silver helmets and then the total blue, or the silver helmets and the blue jerseys. The classic Oakland Raiders, the classic Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, BC, Brett had some good ones here. He had the Houston Oilers. Can't beat that. The Rams old fearsome foursome jerseys. I love those. So glad they went back to those. Dallas Cowboys. People hate them, but you can't argue with the jersey.
Sharp uniform.
And then
Sharp
the Joe Namath classic Jets that are now their current uniforms, very, very sharp. Rosie, his first round pick was Browns, old school. Ugly, but but
Simple,
classic.
yeah.
Tampa Bay, the throwback, baby, the creamsicles. Woo! Man, those are ugly. Orange Crush Broncos. Tell you the truth, they should go back to those, in my opinion.
Yes,
the
they
Broncos should.
Yeah.
With the dark blue though, because they have worn that with the dark blue helmet instead of the royal blue.
Oh, okay. All
Looks
right.
really nice with their orange. Uniform.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, I don't like the current Broncos thing with the Jordache
No,
logo.
I don't like
it
that
looks
either.
terrible.
Yeah.
not big. And then Rosie has a very strong 4th round pick with the Kansas City Chiefs. Again, a classic uniform that has not changed over time. Now, listen, I'm not even going to attempt to pick this. Should we have Trent pick it, or should we have just people
Put it online
kind of give
again.
us feedback?
Put it
That's
on
what we'll
Twitter
do. We'll
again.
put it on Twitter again, and then when we have Trent here next Wednesday, we'll have him decide. Now, a lot of these things are too old for Trent. He's
Yeah.
not used to seeing these
Trent's
gold
how old is
jerseys.
Trent? 12?
No,
Yeah, I
he's
think so,
24.
yeah.
He is 24.
He's 24, so
half
he
his age.
barely made it into this century.
By the
So-
way, I almost went with the Colts. I do.
Oh, yeah,
I do
sure.
love the
Yep.
blue horseshoe on the
Yeah,
side.
that's another
Classic.
basic, but it looks great.
Sharp. You know what? You know what you find is that the teams that keep the classics in baseball too, like the Yankees, the Cubs, the Dodgers, those are always the best
Oh, yeah.
ones.
I agree with you. I
Always
completely
the best.
agree
Just
with you.
Don't mess
Cardinals.
with it. Yes, the Cardinals. The Brewers need to go back to the ball and glove.
Oh, yeah.
they do.
The
Once
ball
and
and
for all.
glove.
Permanent, just
I've
do
said
it.
this before on Twitter. The ball and glove is the most creative. It took me a while to even figure out that wasn't going to be.
Why the Brewers don't go back to
Yeah,
the full time is beyond
It
me.
is.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful, unique logo. Why did you go away with it? It's
Bring
awesome.
back the pinstripes with the block letters across the
Yep.
chest. I mean, it's
Yep.
just that's their classic
It's,
look.
it's their classic look. Is completely unique just to them. There's nothing else like that in pro sports. Why do you go away from that? I don't know. I
Don't know.
But hey, we'll let everyone decide out there on Twitter. We'll let us know what you think are your favorite jerseys. We already have ours, so let us know. Follow me at Twitter at PC Ricardo, Brett at PC Brettsy, and Rosie at Metal Rosie. Trent will welcome you back here next week, my friend. Until next week, though, everyone have a great
Well,
week.
hold on.
Oh.
One more plug.
Okay.
Tomorrow night live stream.
Oh, yes.
Takana, Green Bay Southwest. 6:45. We'll go. We'll go live.
Okay.
Hopefully, the
Yeah.
Lord willing.
Yeah.
You can watch
Fingers
it on
crossed.
postcrescent.com, greenbaypressgazette.com, and both of
Okay.
those Facebook pages as well. You and me, and maybe I'll try to see if I can twist somebody's arm, maybe an old coach.
Oh, there you
to
go.
hang out with us.
Fantastic
Why
stuff.
not?
Until then, everyone have a great week. We'll see you back here for another episode of the R&B Show. Brett, you know what to do. Oh, you're just underneath. Just underneath,
That's
dude.
pretty good. That's still
Getting
a
old.
strike.
Very
That's still a
Brian
strike.
Psych-like.
I'm not feeling well.
Left-handed.
Whoa!
Oh.
Just a bit outside.
Yipes.